Nocetta. Done. We ready to go in 2. I have to also that I will start tonight because I want to finish all the work, the upper knot, and start varnishing. So if you don't know me yet, my name is Sofia Vettori. I make violins since I was 17, and I learned from my father, I learned from his father. So I made more than 130 instruments, and I also sell them all. So now let's work together at the upper knot. One of my favorite tools is this one, and you will make a perfect circle. But first, before I go and draw here, and I will tell you the measurements that I like to use, I want to make the sides, you see here, precisely following the side of the neck. So to do that, I use the flat chisel, and I always like to have also a glove, because I don't want to bump my head here on this corner. If not, you damage your hand here. So I want to be sure that I don't do that. I hope you can see. Just take little by little. And never have this one like angled. You don't want to eat the angle here. Have it like following the line of the neck. Okay, then I also I keep the violin between my legs, and then I also, I don't know if you can see. I will try to let you see the more, but I also have to work, so that. Then I'm doing more here. So the idea of my live videos is that you are like sitting close to me. Like when I was learning, I was sitting close to my father and watching him working for hours. So that's the idea. I'm not editing, so you see everything that's going on. So when I do this part here, I want to be sure that the line doesn't go lower. Okay, I want to keep this line nice. So always double check from this side also. This is the first step. And then we can use also a file. Well, let me see. Use this one. I will not use the rasp. I will use the file part. Right? Good. Let's go on the other side. Need to find a way of holding the violin to be able to work. Sometimes if I don't want to have this corner, I can also just okay, so I don't bump in my hand. You can also hold it like that, but you can see. So I'm trying to find a way that you can see, but I can also see it work. Okay. Go little by little because you don't want to splint. I can go on also with that. This part, right? So this is the first step. So the part that I care the most at this stage is the one closer to the ribs, because then the upper knot will be round. So this part will still go away, but the part really close to the ribs is the part that is very, very important. Remember, don't do that. Keep the same line as the neck, the foot neck. Because we don't want the upper knot to be super small. So I think now it's a good starting point. And we can see how wide is it. So it's 20, almost 22. That's good. So I take this one here. I'll go to the 22 number. Of course, this one is one piece back. So I just need to center this one with the two lines that I just worked. I don't have to use a center line because there is no center line, it's one piece. If you have a two-piece bag, these lines need to be centered with the center of the violin. And this should be, if not, the upper knot will look ugly. Also mark, so from my purfling, I want it to be 16.5 taller. So 16.5. 16.5, 17, so I leave myself a little of room. I do that. And this is the first drawing. Then, of course, I will start rough arching the upper knot, and then I will redraw it and make it perfect when everything is refined. So this will not be the final drawing. So I go like that. You see there is air here, but that's okay because I want my pencil to touch just the edge. So like that, as you see, I'm really touching, touching the edge. So the dent here will go away while I work on my upper knot, so it doesn't bother me. So now I start rough arching, considering the first drawing that I'm doing here. So this is the most satisfying part of violin making. It's getting rid of this corner. So I want to share that part with you because it's really, really, really satisfying. So I'm gonna move my chair, hold my violin, that it's all the pressure I'm doing, it's on this part of the neck. So very strong, you don't want to break anything. And then I put my gloves. And I do that. I hope you can see something. So I'm holding like that when I press, it will never touch the neck. It's impossible to touch the neck because I'm holding it like there is no room for my chisel to go farther than this. So it can't go farther than this because I'm holding with both of my hands. That's important. So I can give a lot of pressure and strength and force, but I'm sure that I will never ever bump the neck that I was working. coming like that. Now I need to do this part here. Hey, Kati, I'm doing a live. Oh. Everybody's making fun of me, but this is like so you're in my workshop with me. I don't know even if you can see anything, but I hope this was clear. Maybe I remove my gloves so you can see a little bit better. I hold my gloves usually because also I can be more strong. I'm less afraid of hurting myself, so I can be more like sturdy, and I think it works better. We need to be very strong because this part of the neck is hard. And this is how I start working. Then I will look on the side. I want to make this a nice line. And then I want to share with you another measurements, and then I will just go on. I have this compass here. The distance is 26. And this is very important. It's from the corner here to up here. So I mark. Sure. I do the same here. So this is done when these two lines are finding themselves in the center. So when I will do that and I found myself in the center on the same spot of this other part, this is the right measurement. So I still have to work there. I can use my knife and start working and make it. That. You can use also the rasp. I use a lot the rasp. Of course, here I'm still far away, so I will still use the chisel to do all this part here. And then we just keep going and make it nice. I hope you enjoyed this video. How do I start going and doing this? It's so important for the violin and the flexibility for the violinist. So 26, it's the measurement that it's the most important. Then if you want to have other two measurements, I do 19 here, and 21 here. So these are very important, and we'll see you when I start varnishing this one. Bye bye, ciao ciao. Remember to like and subscribe.